Hi, this is Elvina, and I would like to share with you today a fun and easy way to make a gift card, to give a gift card, I should say. You know, a lot of people give gift cards nowadays. We don't give as many presents as we used to, a lot of gift cards. And yes, it's fun to make cards, but, you know, that's not really a fun way to just receive a gift card. So, I have an idea here for you. Okay, this was using the Dandy Garden Suite, the Dragonfly Garden, and wait till you see what it is. Okay, I just untie it here. Oops, I guess I tied that pretty tight. Okay, and here you go. You've got your dragonflies on the outside, you've got your greeting on the inside, and this flap, that is where the gift card goes. See that? How slick and cute is that? And then you can decorate the back too. Okay, so that's from the Dandy Garden Suite, and if you were to purchase that right now, that would qualify you for a celebration set. Excuse me. And one of those is the Darling Donkeys. They are so cute. I've paired this up with the Ride the Range bundle, the Happy Birthdays from that, the fences from that. I just colored in some grass with my Stampin' Blends. And that one is $45, that bundle. And if you add some embellishments or an ink pad or something, well then you're all set for your free celebration item. So here's how I decorated the inside of this one. Just put your gift tag in there. I put a little something on the back, some hay bales too. Okay, and then this one uses the Flowering Cactus product medley. And that one for sure, that's like $70, so for sure you would qualify for a celebration set with that one. There's a nice birthday set in there. There's all kinds of sets in the celebration group. But I want to show you some of the product in this cactus medley. But first of all, I want to show you how simple it is to make this project. All you need is an envelope, a white or vanilla envelope. Very simple. And then all you do is you fold it in half. So I'm going to fold it here. And you want to crease it good. So I'm using my bone folder to make a good crease. Okay, and then when you open it, you do not want to seal the envelope. I forgot to tell you that at the beginning. Be sure you do not seal it. You want to cut it up the middle. And I actually cut it at a little bit of a slant. I'm going to start here and go up to the middle. And then this side I'll cut a little slant too. Okay, throw that away. And then I'm going to seal this side down. So I'm just going to wet that, seal it, stick it down. This side I'm going to cut off. I don't need that long of a flap, so I'm going to cut it off. And I measure at about an inch or an inch and a quarter, something like that. Let me put it under here, put the fold mark, I put it just a little over an inch, okay? And then I'm gonna just cut that so I get a nice straight cut there. And we don't have the glue on there anymore, so we don't have to worry about it accidentally getting stuck down. Now, you could be all done. You could slip your gift card in there, you could write on the front, or you could stamp on the front, and you could sign your name and be done with it. But why not make it kind of pretty, right? That's the fun part. This is actually the card part of the gift. So what I did was I took some Mossy Meadow, and then I took some of the designer paper from the Flowering Cactus product medley. Let me just show you that real quick. You get lots of different papers. This one fits the dies. As you can see here, I've cut one out. I'm going to use that today. All of these will fit the dies, so you can cut them all out. And this is the back side. This is another one with the cactus on it. And on the back side of that is the flowers. Another one that's just full of cacti. And then here's the back side of that one. So you have some fairly solid back sides and then print front sides or other side. This is the one I'm using on my card here. And this is what's on the other side of it. Calypso Coral. Here's some more. Another page of cactus. And then the back side of that. Okay. So that just, and then also in this kit, you get 2 colors of felt flowers that you can punch out and add to your project. I'll be adding those. And you get some twine. I used on this one, I used the twine. I also used the heather felt. Okay, so now, so that's some of the, and then, almost forgot the most important part, you get the stamp set and you get the dies. So this doesn't have a stamp and this doesn't have a stamp. The rest all have stamps. Well, this doesn't either. So it's, you'll see this cactus is really pretty. That's where it is right there. Done on that one. Okay. Okay, so I'm not from the South. I'm not from cactus country. So if I don't pronounce it right or say it properly, that's why. Okay, anyway, now I'm going to glue this down, and I have learned now how wonderful this multi-purpose glue is, because you can arrange, you've got a couple of seconds to arrange your layer. So I want to make sure I get this centered on here. Oh, wait a second. I did just what I wasn't going to do. So this is good. I want to put my string down first. So let me just set this over here. I'm going to have to get my string on there first, because I want the string underneath. I don't want it on top of everything. So I've cut about 18 inches of the Calypso Coral twine. And so I'm going to find the middle here and stick that down first. So sometimes I need, and let's see, I can't find my tape, so let me just grab this real quick. Put a little bit of tape in the center so it stays in place. I'm just going to double check and make sure this is the middle. Okay, and stick this on here. Okay, now let me put my cover on. We'll see. I think I'm going to add just a little bit of glue because some of the glue is dried. So, as you can see, anyone can do this because, okay, now I left the top off and got that dry too. Okay. Whoops, now I got too much, but let's spread that out a little bit. Put a little glue on there. There's a little glue on my envelope now too. So here we go. Stick this down on here. There we go. All right. Now I've got the front on. Okay. And then as long as I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and put the back on. So I'm just going to put a little piece of tape in the center to help hold this in place. So it's in the right spot. And then for the back, I chose to put this on the back side. So let me put a little glue on this one too. Boy, you just hate to cover up the pretty stuff, don't you? But I always say that's what's nice about our paper. It's two-sided paper. You can use either side. Same way if you stamp and you do it wrong, turn it over. Don't throw it away till you've used up both sides. So this one too, this is a little tricky. I'm working around my camera trying to see what I'm doing. Okay, so there you go. Now I've got a little something on the front, something on the back, and I'll finish the front in a minute. Let's just do our insides. I went ahead and I cut paper. You have to measure your envelope. Most envelopes, A2, are about the same size, but this is usually probably about 2.5 or 2 5/8 by about 4 inches or 4 1/8 high. So I went ahead and I stamped my greeting on there, and I stamped a cactus and a little bit of sand on there. I'm going to decorate this up, but first let me stick it down. And then I will decorate it with, let me stick that down, okay, and then I will decorate it with, let's see, we're using the Calypso Coral this time. So I'll decorate it with some of these. Okay, let's see, we'll put a little flower here maybe, and maybe a little smaller, maybe we'll put a little smaller one there, okay? And again, I'm going to use my Tombow glue. Whoops. So I'm not sure if I'm doing this in front of the camera very good or not, but here we go. I get a little glue on there. And stick this down here. And then, whoops, this one. Need a little bit of glue on this one too. I think I didn't get enough glue on the first one. I might have to re-glue it, but sometimes I rush too much when I'm doing it in front of the camera. Okay, so stick that on there and that one on there. Okay, and then for the other side, I cut my piece a little bit shorter. I just kind of measure where your envelope comes, and I cut it a little bit shorter because you want to be able to reach in there to put the gift card in there. And then I took a little bit of that Calypso Coral flowers and put it on the back side, on the bottom of this one. This is where I'm going to write to and from, or my own personal greeting, so I don't want to fill that up with stamping or with other accessories. So let me just very quickly, not sure what whoops, okay. And then you want to be careful too that you don't go too high with your tape. Okay, so I've got this on here. In other words, what I mean, don't go up too far. This goes up pretty high. Some envelopes go down a little further, so watch where you put your tape. Okay, let me put this on here. Stick that on, and then I'm going to put a piece up here too on the flap, just to set the flap off. And this I'm not going to worry too much about whether it's too big right now, because I can trim it off. So let me first put some glue on here, and then I'll line it up with the fold up here. It's almost easier if I open it. Line it up with the fold, and see, I've got it sticking over on both sides because it's, whoop, it's just easier to, and I forgot to put my, let me put this down, my silicone sheet. If you don't have a silicone sheet, you need one, because when you want to glue, that is perfect, because then you don't get it stuck to your paper all the time. Okay, now see, and this I can erase off with my little eraser, because I didn't check my silicone pad. This is going to be a video of what not to do, right? Okay. That's what happens. I get a little nervous when I'm doing this. Okay, now I'm cutting it off here, and I can trim it off here, and then I'll just trim off this side over here. That's why I say you don't have to be somebody who's really talented or to be a demonstrator. You know, most anybody can do this. If you can talk and cut and so on, you can do this. Okay, so now then I can put my gift card in there and then tie it closed, and that's done. But I want to decorate the front too. So let me just get this out of the way. I want to tie it, whoops, close this. Let me tie it closed, so it's not bouncing around on me. And then we'll finish the front. Okay, so now for the front, this was the one that I cut out of the designer paper. I didn't even have to stamp it. And then this was the other cactus. Looks kind of like a pickle, right? Okay, I'm going to put that on there. and this one here. That I'm going to stick down. These I've popped up with dimensionals, so I just wanted to see where that should go. So I put a little tape on there. Whoops. I'll set this back here again. So, let's see. Kind of where I want it. I want it up high enough, but I want to be able to put a flower at the top. So there we go. Now I'll peel off the backs of the dimensionals, and we'll stick this on here. And then I've got a flower. Here's a flower that I'm going to put on there that I also put a dimensional on. Okay, let me get this paper out of here. Alright. Okay, here's the flower, and then I'm going to take a big one out of here and put that on there. So once again, I need my glue. Glue this down. And put this right up here. Okay, and then we need a greeting. And so I just took a happy birthday and I stamped it, and then I cut around it, and I put some dimensionals on the back. As you can see, I've used edges for my dimensionals because we use every bit of the dimensionals. And then I'll just set that on here. Ta-da! And we have another gift card holder, which is very much like this one, except on this one I use the heather, and then inside, the other color. So it's pretty much the same. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you some of the products that are in the Flowering Cactus Medley, and I also wanted to show you an easy way to make a gift card holder. Whoops! Played around with it before the glue got dry. Here, we gotta make sure we get our glue dry. There we go. Okay. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye.